Today, that move is drawing fierce criticism from some in the community. CBS 46's Carolyn Ryan is live in Atlanta to explain. Carolyn?
Yeah, hundreds of people are speaking out on this, Tracy. The problem is that many of them are not comfortable doing so in the media out of fear of backlash. Make no mistake, though, they are calling and emailing members of City Council to voice their concerns about this proclamation and the message they say it sends to the law enforcement community and residents here in Atlanta.
After Rayshard Brooks was shot and killed by Atlanta police officer Garrett Rolfe, protesters mobilized. The world watched as they took to the streets to express their outrage. But what we didn't see was a quiet group of citizens mobilizing to support Officer Garrett Rolfe, citizens who feel strongly that the shooting that night was justified.
The police, he had a right to shoot him. I seen the whole thing.
He'll get out. Okay. Promise.
Many of these citizens don't speak publicly about their support because of threats they receive for having a different opinion. Instead, many go to online forums. This private Facebook group has over 19,000 members. The day Councilman Antonio Brown announced he'd be honoring Brooks with a proclamation, hundreds of comments poured in. One person writing in part, honoring a man who assaulted two officers was DUI, stole an officer's weapon and then fired it at the officer. This is a slap in the face to all law-abiding citizens and law enforcement officers everywhere. Members of that online group, like retired police officer David Hall, say this behavior should not be glorified by the city of Atlanta.
Disappointment in the officials of Atlanta. This gentleman precipitated his own demise.
Hall says the proclamation proves the city is choosing sides before the trial has even begun, and it sends the wrong message to law enforcement and law-abiding citizens.
To honor him and offer a proclamation commemorating him is, in my own personal view, is not right. It's not right.
Now, according to the City of Atlanta's own website, proclamations are issued to recognize, quote, outstanding local events, programs, and nonprofit organizations that make Atlanta a great and viable city. It goes on to say individuals are not eligible for proclamations. It appears today they made an exception. Reporting live in Atlanta, Carolyn Ryan, CBS 46 News.